everybody, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking. If you're not, thank you for sticking around. So pretty much today is the 6th and it's a Monday, and I did not trade, guys. Unfortunately, I wasn't confident in any setups that popped up. The setup didn't actually pop up 100%, so I didn't take it. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Overall, it did play out on ES, but on NQ it was really choppy, man. It was like search and destroy. Nothing was playing out, so didn't take an entry and no trade day for me. But like always, I'm gonna review and go over the trade setup that we've been taking, and yeah, maybe crunch some numbers while we're at it, right? So the strategy is super simple. I'm taking price from midnight to 8:30. This is all New York time, Eastern Standard Time, right? Whatever price does, whatever range it creates, it doesn't matter, right? What you want to do is at 8:30 you're going to mark out that high, right? And you're going to mark out the low, and you're going to wait for a sweep of the higher low, right? That is it. That's it. Sweep of a higher low, and then we're going to enter in. Sorry, guys, I'm being a little DTD. All right. All we're gonna do is wait for a market structure shift, right? Something like this to form, and then we're gonna wait for the pullback, enter in on the 61.8, and then target 2 times risk. Right? You're gonna pull your fib out so you can measure it out right. Put a pending order here, and then hopefully the trade goes in your direction. Right? It's super simple. I had great success with this strategy last year. However, this year, not that it's not successful, it's just not that many entries have been popping up. They really haven't. So let's get into today. Today we have this high. Let's me select it, and this low. So overall, we're still trending into that daily fair value gap. I was leaning more bullish on the day, even though looking at price action, I know that we weren't going to get a setup, but I would take, regardless, the rules are rules, I would take the sell, right? So playing price forward, we start taking out the liquidity at the top, right? So you're looking at this point for there to be, this is a 5 minute, yeah, for there to be a candle, a market structure shift. You're looking for this low to get taken out, right? Or actually, it should be this low, the low that created the high, right? So you're looking for that low to have a candle closure beneath, right? Price keeps pushing up. We just created a new low that needs to be closed below for there to be a valid market structure shift for my strategy. Price keeps going up. Technically, I would consider this a low, even though my fractals don't mark it up as a low. Price forward. As you can see, we just never get that candle closure, right? Not even there. So, as this was playing out, I was also looking at ES. Right? So here's ES. And let's go exactly to the entry point. It is right on this candle. So as this was playing out, I was keeping my eyes on ES as well. So we had divergence, right? Sweep of liquidity. and we did have a market structure shift, right? The trade played out on ES, but did not play out on what's it called, on NQ. So marking this up, even if you decided to take this trade, right? Overall, to be completely honest, if I was going to take this swing high, I should have taken this swing into consideration, right? I should have, say, we already were tagged into the trade here. Short. Let's see. Targeting 2 times risk on this side. And let's see what happens here. Short at the 61.8. Let's say we cover here. Let's say you're targeting 2 times risk as well. Let's play price forward here. Tagged in. And then stopped out. So you would have gotten a 1 to 1.3, 1.29 before getting stopped out. You had plenty of time to move to break even after hitting like a 1 to 1. And then unfortunately the trade reversed and would have stopped you out. However, on ES, playing price forward, you'll notice that full TP. Eventually full TP. Even though over here as well, if you did move to a 1 to 1, let's see, 1 to 1, yeah, you would have gotten stopped out of break even. And if you didn't take any partials along the way, you wouldn't have made money. So overall, the strategy does work on ES. To be completely honest, this year it was killing it in January and February. However, it started to fall off again. NQ was just, I was getting a lot more entries on ES than I was on NQ. NQ is still solid, but overall they're both profitable, right? If you're sticking to the actual setup itself, right, they are still profitable. This would be a no trade day, and no trade days happen, right? Like they happen, and they happen quite often when you have a specific setup that you're looking for, especially on the 5 minute, waiting for a higher high or a lower low to be taken out for there to be an actual market structure shift. Typically, you're looking for a fair value gap to form within that push, showing that there's displacement to either the downside or the upside, and that's pretty much it. Price, honestly, completely pumped, right? Like price. Let me go back to just NAS. Completely pumped. Looking at it at a standpoint of not going for that specific setup, right? Like if since we're bullish on the day, to be completely honest, the setup should have been this. Right? This is 9:30. We create this giant fair value gap. Where's my rectangle? This giant fair value gap. And potentially, since we're bullish on the day, what we could do is wait for price to come back down. So we took out all this liquidity, right? Pumped. We could wait for price to come back down and look for a setup off of that fair value gap. Let's see if we get it. Right there. And then, yeah, well, we don't really get a full pullback, but you could go in on the inversion of this fair value gap here. The moment it closes above, you take it long, and then you target highs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It seemed that honestly that's a nice trade, long position. What we've gotten close above. Let's cover the fair value gap. Yeah, that's a banger of a trade, to be completely honest. But that's more like hands-on, watching the market, understanding where price is going, over more than anything else, right? With that style of trading, there's a lot more mistakes that can happen. I guess I want to say, right? Like as far um like it being, there's more room for, I don't want to say error, but there's definitely a lot more room for saying like, oh hey, this could possibly be a trade. Let me just take this setup, right? So that honestly is the reason why I like sticking to the other strategy, even though I love reading price action. Um, I just, unfortunately, when I'm trading like this, I'll start trying to jump into everything that I see, which is honestly the bad part of me with trading, right? That's something that I've been trying to overcome, because the less you trade, the more profitable you are, and that's the truth. It just sucks because I see like setups. It's like, damn, I want to take it, right? And it's something that I'm battling with myself. But overall, um, that's where we're at for today. Didn't take a trade. This would have been a good trade too. After all this liquidity was taken, right? We didn't take these lows, but we took all this sell side liquidity here, dumped at 930, reversed, closed above this fair value gap as well. And you could have taken the trade on the inversion, so long position here, covering the fair value gap, right? And then targeting 2 times risk. It's a great trade. More inverted fair value gaps. That's weak. That's weak. These V-shaped recoveries, like those are great to get in now. Did we sweep this? So yeah, like here you swap this. This is shitty price action though. This would have been driving me crazy. You swap that low, inverted here. It's kind of like a V-shaped recovery. I'm pretty sure if you go to a lower time frame, like 30 seconds, you might get it. And then targeting the highs. Uh, this market structure shift looks like it played out, right? So many setups. It honestly comes down to risk and reward, guys. Right? Like if you're gonna take these many trades, you want to constantly trade, you're gonna have to lower your risk just so you get into each play. But anyways, so that's pretty much it for the day. Oh, you know what? Let's go over some numbers real quick before I end this little video. Let's go into the Excel sheet. I just wanted to discuss a few things. Um, let's see. Can you see it? This is what's this over here? 7%. I don't even know what this is. I forgot what that was. But getting into the actual strategy itself, right? Regardless, just looking at it for what it is, taking an entry, risking $500, right? Risking $500 to make $1,000, you could have passed any challenge. Any challenge. It's honestly like, it is extremely easy to pass risking $500 to make $1,000. And that's what I wanted to get into as far as talking about um, prop firms like Apex, for example. I know I mentioned this before, but think about it this way: for anybody that's starting out, the 50K account is where it's at. Like hands down, that's what you should focus on. One, they're super cheap when they're 80% off. By the way, there's a discount code on the bottom and my link. If you want to support me, go for it. If you don't, it's completely cool. Um, but you have $2,500 worth of drawdown, right? And all you have to do is hit $3,000 for a take profit. Right? That's almost like a 1-to-1. That is all you need is 3 winning trades. Where if you do a 150K account, right, it's 5 grand worth of drawdown, and you have to hit 9 grand. So you need, let's say you're risking $1,000, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 5 trades to win, opposed to 3 trades. And you don't even need a full 3 trades. Be your first trade five is $1,000. No, you need 3 trades. You need official like 3 trades, 3 winners in a row, you know, to win, opposed to needing an extra 2 more trades. So anybody I know that I opted for the 300K account, and it was just because of the drawdown. It gives you $7,000 worth of drawdown, and I didn't want to have to worry about the issue with their trailing drawdown. So like when you're within the trade, and let's say you almost hit TP and it comes back and stops you out, like that would suck for me, because I typically like to run my strategy break like stop loss or take profit. With a 50K account, since they're dirt cheap, to be completely honest, I'd probably just sit there and YOLO it. Like that's it. I'm gonna risk $500. Whatever happens, happens. And if I end up taking drawdown and a loss, and it causes me to lose the account, I'll pay the other $37 just to jump back into a fresh account and do it all over again, because I know that law of probability with my strategy, I'm going to be profitable. If you take a look, let's see. Here I have 3 losses in a row, 4 losses in a row. I think this is the most I've lost this year, was 4 losses in a row, which honestly does take a toll on the ego, but whatever. There's another 4 losses in a row. That's it. There's 2 bad weeks where I had 4 losses in a row. Everything else, it's like win lose win lose win lose win win lose. You know, it's spread out to the point where I would have profited $26,000, or three. Actually, if you're risking $500 to make $1,000, would be $1,300. So if you would have started this strategy in January, um, you would have passed. Let's see, if you would have started this in January, this is 1,000. So when we get to 6, all right, we're saying 50K accounts. Let's say you would have passed. So okay, 6 grand. So I'm looking for 6 grand. You would have passed in the second week of February. You would have passed the second week of February, and you would be up $1,000 on your live account. Let's say risking the same $500, and then after that, you would have been in profit. Let's see. You would have been in a profit another $9,000. So yeah. So overall, yeah, I'll be right there. Gotta go, guys. My wife is calling. My family's calling. I will see you guys tomorrow. You want to say hi? Cute, Papa. Oh, thank you. Come here. Say hi to. No. Say hi to YouTube. No. Come on. I don't look my best right now. It doesn't matter. Come here. Give me a hug. It does matter. Come on. Just say a quick hi to the millions. Who? My 300 followers. Well, I don't think they want to see me. Hi, baby. Come on. Everybody wants to see you. You're the golden girl. Yes. Wait, where's the camera? Right there. My beautiful daughter, guys. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful night, and I will be back here tomorrow.